Keep fucking shut up, Dave. Okay, I think I will, Tanya. Okay. If I could just quote Joel when he said, even if one person gets it, yeah, then that's all that matters, you know. So that's what I did. I learned for the greats, you see. Joel, when he says, you know, the great people, what you discover is the quality people give out their fucking knowledge, to quote him and him and him and her and her and her, right? Same with Martin Offler. All the wisdoms. Interviews, I like interviews. See, as much as like the music itself, I like the backstage and the rig rundowns and the sound checks, because that's that glorious white canvas, blank canvas of glorious possibility, the road, you know, unfurled, the glorious possibility, what's gonna happen. Sometimes the show's actually a disappointment, you know what I mean? Yeah, behind the scenes and all that, but the people, the quality people, all the people that have done stuff, look what they've got to say. Yeah, that's what I did. I looked at all them. Evel Knievel, David Icke, Martin Offler, fucking Chris Cornell, anybody, any of the top actors, interviews, behind the scenes, all that. Love all that stuff. It's good because it teaches you about what's actually important. Certain truths, you know. Well, I keep beasting it. Mind when I was on the hill and outwalking, right? Glance but no stare, right? Well done, Dave. I think I'm the best me I've ever been. It's really quite cool, you know. That's what I want to be. That's what I always wanted to be. I think I'm out of my own way now. I think, yeah, because I could talk about anything without a single psychotic episode in sight. Am I fucking shit up now, Tanya? Ken, when I was on the hill, Loudon Hill, at Mugdock, Ken, when Chris Pine was giving his speech, let's explore that. He goes, you know, I know you as men, but today we are beasts. Well, I didn't need to be told that I was a beast. I think maybe the fact that I was already a beast from the cycling, I think that's how I managed to get there, wasn't it? So I didn't even need him to tell me I was a beast. Yeah. So I was on the hill. You know enough about honour. You are here. You may fight for land, country, fame, yourselves. I do not care so long as you fight. Yeah. Ken who Billy Howell was the dude. He was the man. Did all these takes, right? Sheep shagging cunts and, you know, all sorts of stuff. You know, that's what I did. I did loads of stuff, and then previously I would edit stuff and take the best bits. That's what I did. That's what I did in filmmaking, innit? Yeah. Level 1 drama, you know. That's what you do. Like making movies on location, yeah, speaking, and then you take the cool bits and put it in freeform. It was kind of like, there was an interview and they were like, see what I mean, talk about anything, it's all fucking glorious shit, innit? Yeah. Talk about, like, interviewed after it, and they were talking about like jazz filmmaking. That's a bit like The Secrets of the Light. Is it Mike Leigh? Premise, do the thing, because you get more to the verisimilitude and to the authenticity of the actors rather than having to remember that would be my goal. I think take me a bit like Ricky Gervais or these other folk. They're just being themselves, and then rather than being like an actor where it's like the skill of acting. That's a bit more on another level, but you could analyse that. You could say what's better. I think the kind of just the naturalistic premise, that's what Dre and I did, wasn't it? You know, that was another one. Nearly got here's another one about first attempt in learning. You'll like this one, right? Anyone actually watches this, right? Brenda Blethyn, right? Great actor that was in Secrets and Lies, right? Nearly got to go on the thing. Again, it might have just been standing in the background, but it might not have been, you know, because if you just turn up as the quality man that you are, I think anything could happen, you know, which I've proven multiple occasions. So, but what was good about that story, right, was the fact that what happened was I turned it down because they wanted me to cut my hair, and I was like, chance to act alongside Brenda Blethyn, but you have to cut your hair. I'm like, nah, I've waited a long time for this, as Tina Arena said, to grow my hair again. So I'm like, nah, I refused it. And Robert was like, previously he would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? But he's like, Yeah, aye. Go for it, because there'll be something better for me, won't there? Even if that something better is just me presenting glorious ideas and quality energy via my YouTube channel for nobody to watch. I think that would be a glorious achievement. You know what I mean? You don't have to read books. Reading books is all very well, but at a certain point you've got to assimilate all that stuff and really mix it all in some glorious ball of energy and use it, mash it up with your own experiences and your own, what have you got to say, you know, and say something uplifting. I think I've done that multiple times, yeah. So at the end of the day, at the start of the day, it's getting a bit grey. But you can't, I mean, like, what else? What else? What else? Nothing, okay, nothing. Considering I've created the best podcast in Dumfries, I don't have to say anything, I'll just let it simmer. Just let it simmer, yeah. Aye. That's what it is, yeah. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Well, I'll day on every street a cappella, an entire album right now. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Let's see. It's all about the feeling for me. If it's a good vibe, I'll do it. But if no, I've discovered that before. I've done stuff before, and it's like, nah, that's not really the best thing. The feeling really wasn't there for that. I was trying too hard, you know. If we can't get along, we'll be apart. And I'm wondering where they all get that cold, cold heart. Set me free, sign my release. I'm tired of being the villain of the piece. I think that sums it up, doesn't it? How can the person who's contributing a load of good shit be the villain of the piece? They give me a bad time, tell me what I do. Can always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to them saying things that they didn't have to. Can always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to them. You know? I think that's been the theme of what I've been saying, really, essentially, isn't it? I'm no anyone's scapegoat. I posted up that tune before, scapegoat, I'm no your fucking scapegoat. That sums it up, doesn't it? Why don't you be respect, that's the problem with this country as well, lack of respect. What you're supposed to do, Church of Dave, right, what you're supposed to do is, right, you're doing what you want to do, you're doing what you want to do, you're following your dreams, you're deciding to no follow your dreams because you know you could follow your dreams, but at the end of the day you've already done some cool stuff and you know what cool stuff is, and you just walk down the street with a strut and you know that you're the man anyway. You choose to do whatever you want to do in your life, that's cool, and I'll do what I want, and but you respect it. I think that's why some of you still follow me, because you know that I understand the value of the meaning of respect. Some people don't know the value of respect, know the meaning of the word respect, and I think what we should have is, I should do a fucking speech at the town centre and teach all the wee boys about, you know, it first comes from respect, to quote my mother. Respect differences. Don't shit on anyone else. Go, I don't like that guy, but I'm not going to do anything to shit on him. But now, because I'm connected very closely to my divine masculine energy, it doesn't matter if anyone disrespects me now, because I now see through what's other people's bullshit, and I know what's their bullshit that's got nothing to do with me. Previous Dave would have taken that on board as the insecure little boy that still needed to realise that he was the man all along because he had a pure heart. I think that's the point. There's in closing. If you've got a good heart, you can't fail in this life. And I like to finish on that. Have a glorious day. Yeah.